What's going on, y'all? This your boy Tony Black, voice of the block. And right now, you tune into Ghetto Gossip Live, man. And today, y'all see we're gonna have a little bit of things that we're gonna be talking about today. We got King Harris got arrested. ZAY OSAMA, man. The feds done picked him up. Young Thug, hey, Young Thug hairstyle, man. Have y'all seen it? If not, we're gonna take a look at it together. And then we got AllStar JR. Y'all know the Detroit artist who popped that boy Ben10. Yeah, we're gonna be talking about him too. But in the meantime, in between time, y'all, while I'm not on cam right now, I'm getting right, rolling me one up, So y'all let me know where y'all checking in from, you know. And I ain't even much bringing the news to y'all. I'm just talking about the news that's already been broken out to us, y'all. You know, I'm just talking about it in my way. You know, they were like, my way or the highway. It's gonna go my way. You know, but no, man. So y'all let me know, man. And then y'all know Offset, the dude that popped Offset. They got him on camera too. You know, so it look like it's gonna be a Rico coming on that boy, little TJ, man. Little TJ then messed up. He had all of them goons with him, and then they done some goony stuff. Uh, like somebody gonna have to give up some information, y'all. Seriously, seriously. But nah, man, you got let's go and let's pop this thing off, man. With we're gonna be talking about Offset. Y'all know how Offset, hadn't got into the little incident with little TJ down in Florida when TJ and Offset got into the fight. Well, the dude that jumped out of the car, they got him on camera, walking in buildings, and all of that. So look like little TJ and his gang, because it's not a crew, it's not a label, it's a gang. Look like they gonna be going down, man. Little TJ, he ain't even supposed to be riding with no blicky. But he been riding with that blicky, so he been breaking the law. It's about time for that guy to sit down, man. He been doing too much. And then Offset go right to the stage and perform soon as he get out the hospital, y'all. Wound still open, man. He can catch an infection, bro. He need to go in and sit down somewhere, and chill his nerves and relax his nerves and really figure out, bro. Offset, bro, you need to figure out what you really want to do, man. And Lil King is nothing but bad luck coming to this dude. He been arguing with his mom and his dad, and I'm pretty sure he been arguing with his grandma ever since he can talk. He been bad talking them. He been thinking that he run the show, but he don't run the show. You know, that's why so much bad karma coming to him. And then on top of that, you got Lil King wanting to diss 50 Cent, deceased mom. So that's nothing but karma. That's nothing but God, telling this dude, man, you need to chill out, bro. You know, tell me how the hell this dude get locked up. He bailed out, of course, but how he get locked up with a onesie on? He had a vape pen with some gas in it, and he had a blicky sitting in the front seat, and then he didn't want to get out the car when the officer told his little red ass to get out the car. Let me tell y'all something about King Harris. See, King Harris, he ain't gonna never stop until he can't get a bail. Until they lock his ass up for good. Until they say, bro, we throwing away the key. You can only get people to come visit you. You can't go visit nobody else, but people can come visit you. Guess what, bro? They can't call you, but you can call them. He ain't doing nothing but following T.I. footsteps. T.I. got caught up with Blickies. T.I. was supposed to be a dope boy. He should have raised them kids much better than that instead of trying to be in the streets. Bro, I'm talking about T.I. Because if T.I. would have put his foot down how he was supposed to put his foot down, I'm pretty sure King little badass won't be doing the things that he'll be doing right now. Talking about he had to go to the store, to go get his baby mama or his girlfriend some food or something to eat. And he going 60 miles per hour What you think she laid up with another dude? Why you went to go get her something to eat? So you had to speed there and speed back? What about DoorDash, Uber Eats if you ain't feel like going, my brother? But I was tripping when I was like, damn, this dude got a onesie on, but still, bro, I don't even go to sleep with what this dude had on when he went to sleep. But now I'm like, nah, he had a onesie on, man. Like that's crazy that, you know, the nigga got caught with a onesie on, but and it made it even bad that it was, the same color as him, a yellow Pikachu, onesie that he had on. He talking about he was having fun at Tokyo and all this and that. Well, you should have stayed up there, boy. If the medicine, which is the marijuana, which is the illegal substances that they found in your car, if it was, in your name, if it was legally in your name, bro, they would have seen that when they pulled up your name. Why you ain't giving the card? Why they charging you with it? Did you have more than the limit that you were supposed to have, bro? Like, come on. In Georgia, I heard in Georgia, you ain't even supposed to have that gas on you. So even if it was, in your name or not in your name, bro, your state law. You should have followed it. Or get the fuck on, bro. Move. It's just that simple, dog. Stop doing this dumbass shit, what I'm saying? Trying to be a little bad kid, what I'm saying? Trying to fit in, what I'm saying? And set a goddamn example.
Rapper King Harris, the son of T.I. and Tiny Harris, is a free man for now after bonding out of the Gwinnett County Jail following his arrest Sunday on speeding and drug charges.
Good Day's Caitlin Pratt is live outside the facility and joins us now with the latest on this. Caitlin.
Good morning to you both, and more so than the charges in this particular case, it was what the 21-year-old was wearing at the time of his arrest that is gaining a whole lot of attention, something that the accused even addressed. Gotta catch 'em all. But this time, it was police catching the Pikachu. Rapper King Harris, the son of T.I. and Tiny Harris, arrested early Sunday morning in Gwinnett County following a traffic stop. Gwinnett County jail records showing the 21-year-old is charged with speeding, obstruction of a police officer, and drug possession. Harris's choice of clothing.
I thought that young nigga was about 25, 26 years old. They just say that he 21. Oh, he's a real YN, No wonder he going off the way that he went off, jumping inside of his pops, grown man business. No wonder. He too goddamn young. He never learned how to stay in his place. That's the thing about King, man. King, he ain't never learned how to stay in his place. See, he ain't had nobody, pop him in his mouth one good time when he started talking back. That's what he should have got, bro. He out of control. That's all I gotta say about this little guy.
A Pikachu onesie, drawing significant attention. He documented the traffic stop on Instagram with the selfie. According to TMZ, officers say Harris was driving 60 miles per hour in a 45 mile per hour zone. And when they pulled him over, they say they spotted a firearm.
Take his goddamn license. He's going 60 in a 40 mile per hour zone. You got so many things can happen. And he want to act foolish going down the goddamn street, man. Revoke them license. Get it out of his possession.
Harris reportedly refused to get out of the car. Police say they then found a THC vape pen on him. On Instagram, Harris posted video in the outfit comparing police to Team Rocket, writing in part that he was living a good Pikachu life in Tokyo and then came back to ATL, and Team Rocket caught me with a master ball and threw me in jail all night. This is not the first time Harris has faced legal trouble in Georgia.
He looked like he want to cry. He looked like he feels sorry, bro. You're going to have to pay for that. Money-wise, you're going to have to come out the pocket. You got to have to pay for them fees, bro, because they locked you up because you want to be foolish. You want to be young. You want to be immature with a fast vehicle. I don't know if it was a fast vehicle. I don't know if he was in a regular vehicle, but still, he's being immature with a heavy machine, bro. Y'all know what I'm saying, bro? He riding like he ain't got no sense. Late night. We don't even know if he had the lights on or the headlights off. All we know is that the little motherfucker was speeding with a weapon, like he just did something he ain't had no business doing. He did have something. He did do something he ain't had no business doing. Speeding.
Back in 2024, he was accused of nearly hitting a police officer at a Dunwoody gas station, was taken into custody after an officer smelled marijuana in the car. He was also previously transferred to Pickens County on a bench warrant for failing to appear related to a 2022 traffic stop involving speeding and DUI charges that were later dropped. And jail records show that the rapper has been released from lockup here. As for a court date on these charges, unclear at this time when that will happen. We'll keep.
Yeah, because you got to go to court. You know, you got to face the judge. You know, even though you got out, like I say, bro, you're going to have to pay fees, man. You're going to have to move more mature next time. You know, why not hire a driver? You know, why not do yourself that favor? Why keep getting yourself caught up in the same bullshit over and over and over again? It's like niggas like this and niggas like that, they don't learn no lesson. I'm telling you, they don't. All they want to do is try and do what they want to do until the law catch up with you. And then when the law catch up with you, you want to be looking sour sick in your goddamn face. Like somebody mistreated you, but ain't nobody did nothing to you. You did that shit to yourself. See, all of these niggas be doing shit to themselves. All they got to do is play their part. But instead, they want to try and play somebody else's part. Now, I would be embarrassed if I would have got arrested in some bullshit like this. You know? For my fans to see, and people who's not my fans to see, and for my pops fans to see, and my mom fans to see, and especially for 50 Cent to see this and make memes out of it after I just got done talking shit about him and his family, saying he ain't got nobody to love him. I would feel so embarrassed. You know, I wouldn't even wanted to take a mug shot picture. But hey, the things that these young guys is doing these days, man, I don't know if this picture right here is AI or not, but the things that these guys, young guys are doing these days, man, is out of fucking control, bro. What was in a food, bro, when it was coming up? You know, I ain't talking about all of them, but some of them. I'm talking about the ones like this. What was in a food? And we don't know if this AI, I see it say 50 Cent, you know what I'm saying? But we don't know if it was AI. You know, he want to be Pikachu, you know, he want to feel like he, you know what I'm saying, power man, like he got all of the power. You know, that's how Lil King want to walk around here, you know, feeling like he's untouchable. But at the end of the day, bro, you're touchable. You're touchable. Anybody touchable because when the law gets you and lock you up, now we got to figure out, man, since they want to talk about niggas being on PC and all this and that, we got to figure out, you know, did this little fella go to PC? You know, do he be going to PC when he get locked up? You know, since they want to try and start a big old thing about, you know, what rappers went to PC, which one of these guys didn't go to PC? You know, who's realer than who? You know, none of these dudes is realer than the next dude. I'ma just tell you that. All of these dudes bleed the same. All of these dudes, you know what I'm saying, talk the same. How they talk the same? Because they talk the same bullshit, bro. They all teaching the same goddamn thing in a different way. And all he want to do is be like Jay Prince Jr. Live off his people. Because if he wasn't living off his people, you'll be able to tell. I can see it and tell that this nigga right here still living off, you know what I'm saying, his mom and his pops, you know. And of course, you see he the baby boy, but he don't act like it. You know, he acting like he's a fully grown man. He acting like he's 45, 46 years old, you know. But a grown man ain't gonna do the shit that you doing, bro. And this go right here to show, and a lot of other things go to show you, bro, that your age don't make you a grown man, bro. The things that you do make you a grown person, bro. Because you could be 65 doing things that like you 16 years old, and he's doing things like he's 16 years old. You know what I'm saying? He riding around this bitch, you know what I'm saying? Like he don't know how to read the speed limit. Like he don't know you ain't supposed to speed. Like he got somewhat like it's an emergency, bro. It's not an emergency. If it was an emergency, you could have called the ambulance. You know, you could have called for help, emergency help. I mean, if she needed food that bad, man, she should have went to go get her own goddamn food. I know you tired of going through this same situation, little king, over, bro, and over. Like I said, bro, like you don't get tired of it. But you know when we gonna see you cry? We gonna see you cry when it's too damn late. When you been and used that blicky on somebody or been and ran somebody over by driving foolish, bro. That's when you gonna cry, bro, and that's when it's gonna be too late, bro. We're gonna be like, Psh, he didn't had too many warning signs, bro. He didn't had, you know, sign after sign after sign. And he just wanna do what he wanna do, you know, how he wanna do. So maybe he gonna have to go and sit down for about, 5, 10, 15 years, you know. And we don't want nothing tragic like that to happen to nobody. That's why this little motherfucker gotta learn his lesson, bro. Just like Lil Zay OSAMA. You know, Lil Zay OSAMA, he the same dude that came out dissing his family members, saying, fuck his cousin. Because he don't like his cousin, because his cousin hanging with people who he don't like. But maybe his cousin like hanging with them people more than, he like hanging with the people that you hanging with. And you want to make a diss song to the goddamn world talking about fuck your cousin, in New York City, you get caught leaving a goddamn, blicky with a switch on that bitch in an Uber ride. And he turned you in. You the same dude who turned your back on your family member for a nigga named Lil Dirt who locked up. Who you can probably be snitching on Lil Dirt. We don't even know if you snitching on Lil Dirt silently or not, bro. People know how to hide this goddamn paperwork real good, So we don't know if this dude right here yapping and they didn't set him up and now you got to come with us type shit. We don't know what's going on with this dude, but he loved Lil Dirt. And I'm pretty sure Lil Dirt don't feel the same like he feel about him and the real OTF members. I think Lil Dirt fuck with, all of them other niggas more than Lil Dirt fuck with him. But it's the same dude, man. See, when he got caught, with that blicky, inside of the vehicle in that Uber when he was in New York City. I don't know if he was in New York City. Y'all let me know below in the comment section. But the dude was being watched ever since he got out for that bullshit. He still had the hot head. See what it was? He was being sneaky. See, I told y'all when these niggas don't be making music and putting out shit like that, they up to something. They done, they running from something. They done something. You can't trust motherfuckers like that, fam. I'm trying to tell y'all right now. I don't. The only song that I know of this dude is, fuck his cousin. When he was dissing his cousin, bro. Why come to the, bring that shit to the internet? You gotta be hating on your cousin, bro. Nah, the feds then pick your ass up, you know. And what do y'all think that the charges is before they come out? You know, I think he been terrorizing some shit. I think he been trying to scare some people. I think somebody probably said that he still had that blicky, with that same switch on it, not giving a fuck. Y'all comment below, baby. Y'all tell me what y'all think about Lil Zay OSAMA, man. Y'all let me know. Do y'all even listen to this guy music? Let me know in the comment section, man. And make sure that y'all get this thing a like too, man. If you up in here, man, watching with your boy, chilling with your boy, if you over there smoking good gas with your boy, man, let your boy know what you smoking on, man. Make sure you get this thing a like, man, and jump inside the comment section, man, and let me know that you alive. Let me know what's on your mind. This is shit that's already been out. You know, I'm not representing this nigga right here. He had his chance. Everybody know not to go to New York with a weapon. Everybody know that. You know, he 28 years old. Black male. The system is set up for people like us to fail. Okay, but you 28 years old, my brother. You 28 years old. You know, Isaiah Dukes, bro. You 28, bro. You old enough to know better than to be doing the shit that you doing. But you want to stay up there and still be hanging out. See, after you done made it, you know, you ain't mainstream, but you made it. Good enough to get out of Chicago, but you still want to hang in Chicago and slang and bang, the way that they do in Chicago. You still want to hang around the broke people in Chicago. You ain't have sense enough to do like what J Man them did. Chill the fuck out. You want to be slick and sneaky, bruh. See, I told y'all can't trust them. How many of y'all gonna write them? How many of y'all finna say free them? Because I ain't finna say free none of these guys that's doing dumbass shit. I'm telling y'all that right now. He can't have another chance. He got to go sit down. He got to go do his time, bro, because he been doing things. He been doing crime. He done some crime. Y'all can't tell me that this dude ain't did no crime. A lot of people in Chicago be up to no good, and they backdoor people, and they get people set up. So this motherfucker did crime, bro. I'm not gonna put it past him, and I'm gonna just say it like this, bro. Allegedly, the little motherfucker did some crime, and I gotta make sure that I, what I'm saying, throw my little sign up in here real quick, man, because everything that I say is a legend. You can see it in the disclaimer box, man. Screenshot it, write it down, take a picture. Tony Black don't give a fuck. You know, just get it how you get it, man. That's the disclaimer right there. But man, look, when I tell you, man, this dude right here, man, he had to be out here catching some things. That's got to be one of the reasons that he got locked up. Probably didn't set somebody up. Y'all know he hadn't talked about like getting a dude, whacked because of a watch that ended up missing when he was asleep. That's his fault. He shouldn't have fell asleep there. You know, the nigga shouldn't have took what he took. That nigga who took that shit couldn't be trusted. But y'all rappers gotta move better. I ain't even just gonna say, Lil Zay or something. I'm gonna say you rappers, bro. All you motherfucking rappers gotta move better than how y'all moving, bro. Because we ain't supposed to be able to see and talk about y'all, see the things that y'all doing, talk about y'all. See, if y'all was moving right, we won't know what's going on in y'all life. But y'all moving so fucked up and so reckless, and we know everything. You know, we damn near probably know your goddamn address where you stay. You do so much of fuckery. Out here in these streets. But man, no, man, this dude, Lil Zay Osama, man, he too old, man, and he didn't had so many chances, bro, from the time that he was probably like 11 or 12 years old. I'm just telling you, bro. This nigga been in the streets just about that long. He been to the juvenile detention center and all of that. So he didn't have so many chances. So many. Just like a lot of these other niggas had so many chances, bro, and they blew it, bro. You know, and you got Young Thug. I don't know what the hell is up with Young Thug. Y'all gotta help me understand what's going on with Young Thug, man. Because I thought Young Thug was better than that, bro. I thought Young Thug was like gangster. I didn't know this was gangster, y'all. I didn't know that doing the rainbow, the 6ix9ine was gangster. See, I don't know if he trying to clout chase, I don't know if he trying to fit in with 6ix9ine and try to take some of 6ix9ine fans, but this nigga right here, Young Thug, man, Young Thug is a weird motherfucker. Young Thug been a weird motherfucker ever since the day. I mean, ever since the day that we known Young Thug worldwide. Since the day that Young Thug came out with them skirts and them dresses on, thinking that he was hard, bro. Young Thug been weird ever since then. Young Thug got out, pleaded you know, to the judge and stuff like that to try to tell us that he was a changed man, going around here talking about people dirty on a cell phone and still trying to be cool with them in the streets. And then getting out here threatening people that's, can barely, handle themselves that's way older than him, like grandpas and uncles and stuff like that. People who can barely stand up for themselves. This is the people that Young Thug is out here threatening, bro. So Young Thug still out here doing the same thing, bro. The same thing that Young Thug was doing before this little black bitch got locked up. The motherfucker doing the same shit just on a sneakier level now that he's free. He trying to intimidate bitches, not to talk about him, not to speak his name. That's what the fuck he trying to do. And guess what? Y'all already know. Over here, I'ma say it how I say it, how it come out. That's how it come out. If it come out sounding like a hater, I don't like this motherfucking nigga Young Thug. Why I don't like Young Thug? Because he set a bad example and he weird as hell, and he's two-faced it. All the things that your mama say you a friend, you should all of the niggas that how when you was little and your mom say you don't need that type of friend in your life. Young Thug is all of the type of friends that you don't need in your life. He can't be trusted. He two-faced it. He'll get you whacked. He'll turn his back on you. Like, no. And then you got little baby still wanting to go hang with a weirdo like this. Like, why is he doing this to his head? First of all, what made him want to do some bullshit like this, to his hair? You know,
That nigga still perfect. He got up on third floor. Man, that nigga out on third floor twice. That nigga still perfect. He got up on third floor. Man, that nigga out on third floor twice.
now they say that he paid, homage to, Young Thug, but I really don't think that the nigga paid homage to Young Thug, cause nigga, Young Thug, if you really wanted to, I mean, Young Thug didn't pay homage to Rich Homie Quan. That's what I meant. They saying that Young Thug paid homage to Rich Homie Quan, but I feel like if Young Thug would have paid homage to Rich Homie Quan, he would have did that as soon as he got out. Soon as he got out of jail, he would have been like, yeah, RP, Rich Homie Quan, Lil Kid, my baby mama, all the other people that I, what I'm saying, lost, he would have made that shit clear. So I think the Young Thug was being, funny when he did that. I think the nigga Young Thug really out here clout chasing, bro. And I can speak on how I feel, bro. And that's how I feel, bro. You know, you got this nigga, Young Thug, trying to act like Takashi 6ix9ine. So he's trying to tell us, bro, I know I did some Takashi 6ix9ine shit. I'm just not gonna really say it out my mouth like that. Y'all know that this is it right here, what I wanted to show you.
Yo, what the fuck?
So y'all know that boy 6ix9ine. Y'all know 6ix9ine just got out. Y'all know since 6ix9ine got out, man. 6ix9ine been in the media, man, non-stop, bro. That's all I've been seeing is 6ix9ine, 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 and hearing his name. But anyway, so you got Young Thug trying to portray like he's 6ix9ine, with the hairdo and stuff like that. So now, like I told y'all, when Young Thug first came out, Young Thug used to have on a little dress, a little skirt, you know what I'm saying? Little Young Thug thought he was a little cute little thing, you know what I'm saying? No homo. But you know what I'm saying? That's what Young Thug was thinking, you know what I'm saying, when he first came out. You got Tekashi 6ix9ine, you know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta stop hating on Tekashi 6ix9ine. Cause it's a lot of these other rappers that's going out way sadder than, way badder than, way worse than, 6ix9ine went out. Your favorite rapper went out, you know what I'm saying, worse than this nigga 6ix9ine went out, and people don't even act like 6ix9ine exists, bro. And 6ix9ine be coming with some good ass messages, bro. But they be saying they don't want to hear from him because of the things that he did. But what about the other people who did the same shit that comes with the message? What about people like Charleston White? It don't matter if you was how old you was. Y'all get what I'm saying? It don't matter. A good message, bro, is a good message. It don't matter if it's from a good person, from the right person or the wrong person, bro. You know, because if your favorite rapper who did the same thing that 6ix9ine, if Gunna came out, you know, saying his opinion and stuff like that, y'all gonna vouch for Gunna. You know what I'm saying? That's what y'all gonna do. Y'all gonna vouch for Gunna. Y'all gotta treat the same respect for 6ix9ine, you know, because the things that they was doing to 6ix9ine, you know, they wasn't really his friend, you know, from my understanding. I'm not even trying to be on the nigga side, but you got 6ix9ine, and this shit right here ain't right, bro. Because first of all, me trying to be funny on somebody else, I'm not even gonna try. I'm not even gonna do that. I'm just gonna talk about it, you know. I'm just gonna pull up your pictures about it, you know. And 6ix9ine is really going outside, and bro, before 6ix9ine is really going outside, and you just got out of jail and you want to do some shit like that. See, that right there, that's suspect. When you just get home from the penitentiary, you know what I'm saying, from jail, wherever you was at, and you come straight home, you know, troll a couple people, you know, the Gucci Man situation, the Pooh Shiesty situation, you come and troll a couple of them, and then next thing you know, you throwing a dress. I mean, if somebody can get down in the comment section right now and help me understand, I'll understand this shit probably 95% better, you know. But right now, I don't understand this shit, bro. But hey, everybody got their own way of picking on somebody, you know, and talking about somebody how they want to talk about somebody. And this is the way that, you know, 6ix9ine feel like, you know, my message ain't getting out quick enough about Young Thug when I'm talking about Young Thug. So I gotta go put it on now, you know. But he shouldn't have put that shit on, man. 6ix9ine wrong for that, bro. 6ix9ine, you know what I'm saying, Young Thug, you know what I'm saying, most of these niggas that's around here clout chasing.
What are you doing, bro?
What, nigga?
Yeah, bro.
For Coachella.
Nigga, it's not that serious, bro. Trust me. I promise you it's not that serious.
Niggas taking my swap, nigga. So, what's that song about? Niggas say, there's a problem when they do it. There's a problem when I do it. Fuck them.
Yeah, bro. What the fuck is this? Yeah, bro. This is not. We not that down.
He says, cool, what they do it is a problem, but I do it. Fuck 'em. I mean, this nigga got the big grandma hat on, you know what I'm saying? The sunblocker hat, whatever they call it, the straw hat. I mean, that hat big as hell. You can't even see his backbone. Uh, you know, he got the Young Thug, you know, dress on, because Young Thug had the purple dress on, you know. He want to be like Young Thug, and Young Thug want to be like him. They might as well go on and make up, you guys. What y'all think? Let me know in the comment section.
Down bad, bro.
Huh?
We don't gotta do that.
Yeah, bro. If other niggas do it, then y'all niggas, oh yeah, nah, what type of, he's so trendy. Yo, how much the plane cost us?
But one thing about 6ix9ine, Tekashi 6ix9ine, he funny. You know, he funny as hell. He a hilarious motherfucker. And it's a lot of these guys that, you know what I'm saying, funny, hilarious, and they did some fucked up things, you know what I'm saying? And we can't look up to people that done some fucked up things. But, you know, Tekashi, you know, he did some fucked up things when he snitched on the people that he snitched on. Other people did the same thing. But we treat 6ix9ine way different from how we treat everybody else. You probably got a brother, a cousin that then told or something like that, and you would treat them, you know what I'm saying, better than you would treat anybody else. You would treat them better than you treat 6ix9ine, and you don't even know 6ix9ine. You just gotta look at him and listen to his stuff. But this person, you gotta hang around this person. You know, obviously, 6ix9ine is not a big of a snitch as we think. If you know the people who we see is hanging around this guy. You know, you just can't do no fucked up shit around him. You just can't put him in your business. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta treat this dude better than that, man. And 6ix9ine just want to fit back in. That's why he's doing it. He want to feel back welcome again because he see y'all still fucking with these other people. Y'all still fucking with the 21s and the young thugs. But what about me? You know, that's how he feel. So he's trying to, stay in the algorithm, on his own without going to the Aiden Rosses and the other, podcast shows. He's trying to do his own thing, but he need, what I'm saying, y'all, and y'all don't want to pay attention to him. And the same here. I don't want to pay attention to none of these people that done this type of shit, told on somebody because they can lie on somebody. And if they lie on you, they'll snitch. So it's like they probably will be believable. You get what I'm saying, man? But now another thing, man. This is the last thing that we're gonna be talking about today. Fam. Y'all know I be updating y'all. That's why I go live because when I go live, I be keeping y'all updated on everything that people been then talked about, and then things that then drop like that day, right? Like I told y'all, bro, I ain't bringing y'all this news. I ain't bringing y'all this news at all because if you go and type it in, you're gonna see it. So, like I told y'all, bro, I'm just talking about it, how I want to talk about it. And if you're fucking with it, you're fucking with it. If you're not, you're not. But make sure that you get this thing a like. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that you share this with all your friends, man. Go and play it back. You know what I'm saying? Look, over here, the grind don't stop. Now, y'all know the story behind this guy right here, All Star Junior, and well, they say his name not All Star Junior, it's All Star Jr. So y'all know the story behind All Star Jr. and Ben10 and J Prince Jr. or J Prince Jr. That's one or the other, Jr. Jr. Well, first I'm gonna tell y'all something. Ben10 ain't dead. Ben10 still alive. You know what I'm saying? Ben10 is a real deal demon, baby. Ben10. Most likely he probably got shot with his strap or something like that. See, his strap was supposed to, what I'm saying, take the op out. His own strap wasn't supposed to take him out. Let's get that out of the way first. But nah, they saying that like everybody on the internet had it wrong, had it twisted, had it fucked up. They say that Ben10 was never paralyzed. They say that Ben10 is walking, talking, and he's well. That's what they saying. I don't know. That's why I told you I just be, talking about the news, what I'm saying, that's already out, See, I don't bring y'all the news. I just talk about it. I break it down, the best way that I can, you know. So you got, All-Star JR, All-Star Junior, whatever you want to call him, you know, trolling. He trolling being 10, Um, he have no respect for being 10 because of what being 10 did to him. He dropped a diss song against that boy being 10. He ain't fucking with Mob Ties because Mob Ties sticking things this long upside his, upside his woman. So he like, man, fuck these niggas. And they saying that it's Detroit, versus everybody. But if the whole world jumping, how it's gonna be Detroit against the whole world? So it's gotta be, Detroit versus, Baton Rouge or Detroit versus, the people who picking sides. That's what it is. It's Detroit versus the people who picking sides. And let me tell y'all something, man. You got a bunch of NBA people, a bunch of NBA young boy representatives, a bunch of, them top, fans. They not loyal. They switch sides. This dude got a challenge out, bro, for $20,000, and these dudes is switching sides on NBA YoungBoy and his crew and being 10 just to try and win 20,000. What if them niggas don't even win 20,000? See, them ain't no real fans, you know. And then you got the nigga All Star JR, man. Like I say, man, from my understanding, JR was sitting there chilling, minding his business, and being 10 them pulled up on him. That's from my understanding. Ain't nothing gonna change just because this person might get better, or this person might get better. No, being 10. If it's true, if y'all did pull up on them, nigga, you was still in the wrong. And being 10, I DM'd you and told you, boy, you better stop thugging. Cause next time you might not get too lucky. But no, man, they say that being 10, you know what I'm saying? He right, man. Being 10 he got hit up by him. He got a challenge out, the being 10 challenge, man. Whoever do it the best Harlem shake on the ground, you know, gonna win $20,000. Let's check out what he talk about.
In honor of my nigga Ben10, since he wanted to play, when I was getting me some food, we made a dance for him. Now the best way this dance can work, if a nigga shoot your dumb ass like 4 or 5 times before you fall. But if you don't got nobody to do that for you, just...
He said if a nigga shoot your dumb ass 4 or 5 times before you fall. And then you remember they say that he stood over being 10 also.
Lay down smooth like this, right? Lay your bitch ass down and point them toes up, right? You spread a little bit, then the nigga done spanked you. Then you just jump a little bit.
Flashback.
Do the BNT. Do the BNT. Do the BNT.
I would just say it right. And first of all, I'm neutral. I'm in the middle. I ain't picking no sides. But this motherfucker right here, he taking it too far. You done what you did. And then you got to still clown him and go make fun of him, bro. Like, you going to have to be safe, bro. We don't want you to be next, bro, to get shot, taken out, We don't want that to happen. Man, stop clowning because you got NBA YoungBoy. His fans are insane. And you don't want nobody to sneak attack you, man. So don't. The clowning, bro, we can't be clowning nobody, bro. Being 10, what if being 10, make it out of this situation? And what if being 10 be as, healthier, more healthier than he ever been when he come back? Lord's willing. What if that nigga being 10 be more healthier than he is when he come back? Them two gonna be going at it.
BNT. Do the BNT. Do the BNT. And there y'all go. BN10 challenge, man. Hey, the best BN10 challenge, man. Fuck it. $20,000 BN10 challenge. Best BN10 challenge, man, that go viral. Fuck with me. Let's get a what?
A few moments later.
I'm still alive. I'm still alive. I'm still alive.
You know that nigga right there who had that mask on fuck with NBA YoungBoy. Y'all know, do y'all know that all of these people that's in this challenge doing this damn challenge is NBA YoungBoy fans? Y'all know that these motherfuckers is they go by every single album that YoungBoy drop, listen to every single song that YoungBoy drop, and know every single lyric word from word that's doing this challenge for $20,000. See? Money is the root of all evil, and money will make you turn on your goddamn people, bro. Or people who you look up to, or the people who you love, bro.
Oh. You want to do a race?
Look at that motherfucker right there.
You see, put your body out like this.
Ooh, you hit that bitch. Hit that bitch. Hit that bitch. Hit that bitch.
Go.
Toes pointing. Bridge your leg.
Hey, y'all let me know in the comment section right now who got the best BN10. I want to know who got the best BN10. You know what I'm saying? Out of these right here, y'all done seen, you know what I'm saying? Who y'all done seen doing the BN10 on the internet? Y'all know I ain't doing no research trying to see who doing the best BN10. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't care about that, but I want to know, how y'all feel about that. What y'all think about that. Y'all know who y'all think did the best BN10, bro, after getting hit up, after trying to take somebody's shit.
Just Ben10 challenge. Ben10 challenge. Ben10 challenge. I ain't got nigga shoot you 5 times.
Y'all make sure y'all get the likes up.
Hey, bitch, give me that chain, nigga. Give me that chain, hoe ass nigga. OG.
Hey, this shit went too goddamn far. This shit went past the limit. And right about now, I'm gonna be the first to say it, bro. Y'all know that they finna be making memes out of every single thing that come out. They finna be making memes about it. So y'all better get ready for it, bro. There's gonna be a whole lot of people doing a whole bunch of AI stuff that's coming out too. They're gonna have some AI stuff coming out about this Ben10 situation, man. Cause Ben10, you know, he did some fucked up shit at the beginning of the day and at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? He let another grown man control him. And I don't think young boy gonna respond, you know. I don't think young boy really want to go back to jail. You know, you got people like OG33 that's gonna be out here sliding with and for this nigga being 10. You know what I'm saying? If NBA young boy get out here and try and slide for being 10, man, and he got a wife and kids, man, he's dumber than Pooh Shiesty. If NBA young boy get out here and slide, bro. If y'all get out here and try and boost up NBA young boy head to go and slide for being 10, man, y'all some goofies. That's what they say. Y'all some goofies if y'all try to get, you know what I'm saying, NBA young boy, you know what I'm saying, to go slide for being 10, bro.
3 left him.
Got the pills and I'm still getting phone money. Record label wanna loot me in this song money. Still got the soft, you get some extra hoes.
Oh, Lord.
Shooting waters down, niggas
They got
for the
goddamn
bone
kids
now.
doing it,
I
y'all.
dropped the new kid last 4 summers.
Calls and spin them, send truckloads to cities. We hit hoods, take niggas, customs and kill them. Boy, take what chain, you silly boy. Fuck wrong these niggas, fuck wrong these bitches, throw my bucks on.
I was gonna say, is he at work?
Up in that lackey, drunk as hell off Addies. Spinning out trying to hit the blunt, I'm tripping there and there crashing.
Nah, but man, he took this shit way too far, man. And you know, once it's done, bro. You know, you done what you did to be in 10, and you still want to troll the guy and still come after the guy. See, you acting like one of these young, immature, you know what I'm saying, Jacksonville, you know, Chicago rappers that's still dissing the dead, bro, or the vegetable, bro, or somebody who got hit up multiple times, bro. You know what I'm saying? You can't be satisfied that you did it. You know, and everybody seen that you did it. That can't be enough for you. You got to go out here, JR, and no, I'm gonna say it like this. AllStar JR, you got to go out here and troll and make a bad name for yourself, my nigga. You know, you doing dumb shit. You doing it all twisted up, bro. If you done it, bro, let that be that, bro, and just relax, bro. Make your music, you know, diss them in some music. Don't come and try and troll to the internet, because now we feeling like you an internet ass nigga doing some shit like that, you know. And you're supposed to be a real street rapper nigga, so don't come doing this type of stuff to the internet. You know what I'm saying? See, the reason I say that because the real streets don't bring shit to the internet. If y'all like everything that I say, man, y'all make sure that y'all like this live, man. Y'all make sure that y'all share this live with your friends, man. Y'all make sure that y'all play this thing all the way back from the beginning, man. We trying to get back in the algorithm, and it's gonna take y'all help, man. I'm out. Peace.